everyone, and welcome to the European Le Mans Series YouTube channel. I'm Nicole, also known as PitStopNic, and if you don't know me, I'm a presenter and content creator specializing in motorsport. You'll see me here every month chatting you through all things ELMS, shedding a spotlight on endurance racing, sharing some general facts about the series, and allowing you to get to know this thrilling competition better. So without further ado, let's take a look at everything that you need to know about the series ahead of our season opener in Barcelona on April 5th and 6th. So what is the European Le Mans Series? Well, it is the top endurance championship in Europe for prototypes and GTs and attracts teams and drivers worldwide to compete for European glory, as well as a chance to win a spot in the iconic 24 Hours of Le Mans. We'll see a grid of 44 cars race across 6 4-hour races on some of the best tracks that Europe has to offer. The ELMS is the final step ahead of the World Endurance Championship, and it attracts a wide variety of drivers. So those who have competed and won at the pinnacle of motorsport, but also those who are upcoming and ambitious and ready to take the next step in their career. It also just so happens to be the world's largest LMP2 grid, with 21 LMP2 cars entering into the series. So let's take a look at the grid in its entirety. So we have 4 categories in the European Le Mans Series, but before I run through them, let me quickly go through the abbreviations just in case you are new to endurance racing. So cars with LMP are Le Mans prototypes, and cars with LMGT are Le Mans Grand Touring cars. So the categories are as follows: the LMP2, which is our top level prototype; the LMP2 Pro, which is the same car, except the driver lineup must include an FIA graded bronze level driver, which is also known as a gentleman driver; the LMP3, which is our entry level prototype in the series; and last but not least, our LMGC3, which is modelled off its road car counterpart, except it is modified and upgraded so that it can race and comply with the regulations. As I mentioned previously, our teams and drivers are competing for a chance to win an invitation to race in the prestigious 24 Hours of Le Mans, an iconic race part of the FIA World Endurance Championship. But only 5 automatic invitations are extended to race the following year, and those are given to the best teams across our grid in each of our categories. So they are as follows: the champion in the LMP2 category, the runner-up in the LMP2 category, the champion of the LMP2 Pro-Am category, the champion of the LMP3 category, and finally, last but not least, the champions of the LMGT3 category. Now let's walk through the race calendar. So the best European circuits according to the grid and track capacity are featured in the 6 race weekends across the European Le Mans Series. In 2025, the ELMS season begins in Spain, with race 1 being held at the Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya on April 5th and 6th. Race 2 is then held at Le Castellet at the Circuit Paul Ricard, and that will take place on May 4th. And after the 24 Hours of Le Mans break that happens in June, as some teams will of course be competing, we have race 3, which takes place in Imola on the 6th of July. Race 4 sees the ELMS visit the incredible Spa-Francorchamps in Belgium, and that will take place on the 24th of August. And after a 6-year hiatus, the series will return to Silverstone for the penultimate race of the season, which will take place on the 14th of September. And finally, the 6th race of the season will take place in Portimão on October 18th, where I'm sure we will see an incredible season finale. At the start of the season opener week, we usually see official testing, but for our weekend format, it usually goes as follows. The teams are given 2 90-minute practice sessions to allow the drivers to familiarise themselves with the track, but also to make sure that the teams are happy with the setup of the car. We then move into qualifying, which lasts for 15 minutes per category, and this will define the grid for the race the following day. The race will last 4 hours total, and each driver within their team must drive for a minimum amount of time, but the breakdown of that we will cover in a separate video. But for now, all you need to know is that the drivers who cover the most distance within their category are the winners. There is plenty of racing to watch outside of the ELMS races and sessions. At every race weekend, there are support series such as the Michelin Le Mans Cup and the Ligier European Series, so plenty of on-track action. The paddock is open to everyone in attendance across a race weekend, so you'll likely see lots of cars and team members buzzing around during your visit. So that leads me on to one of the most important parts, how you can watch. The ELMS is one of the most accessible racing events across Europe, with some weekend tickets starting at just €10. Alongside the open paddock, you can also upgrade your tickets to include the autograph sessions, the pit lane walk, and even the grid walk. The grid walk gives you the amazing access to walk on the grid just moments before the race starts, so that you can see the cars up close and maybe even see some of your favorite drivers. But if you can't make it to see the on-track action in person, you can always watch it for free online at the European Le Mans Series YouTube channel or at FIAWorld.tv or on TV worldwide. The ELMS attracts incredible drivers, and 2025 is no exception. As part of this year's grid, we have the likes of Jamie Chadwick, Enzo and Pietro Fittipaldi, Miguel Molina, Louis Delatraz, and Teo Porcher. This season is set to be one to remember, with new faces, exciting battles on track, and competitive driver lineups. So make sure you're watching, whether at home or in person. I hope you all enjoyed this whistle-stop tour of the European Le Mans series. If you did, make sure you give it a like, and if you're not already, make sure you're subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss out on any of the action. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all very soon.